Welcome to my show. This is called Hebrews and the Police. I'm TA, the activist. This is sponsored by my ministry called STEM, Sycamore Tree Evangelistic Ministries. And we're going to kick it off, Police and the Hebrews. Check it out. I'm not concerned about no other people but the Hebrew people and the police. I'm not concerned about any other tribe but the Hebrew tribe, the Israelite tribe. The people who are descendants from them, our ancestors. I'm talking about people who descended from our ancestors, the chosen people of Israel, the chosen ones, the original Hebrew people. We descended from them. This is who I'm speaking to right now. I want to talk about the police and us because we have been the main target when it comes to the police. Targeting us, killing us, murdering us. I mean, doing everything they can to eliminate us. And it needs to be talked about. We need to see why it's happening to us. And the solution is prayer, fasting, trusting God, and staying out of their face. So we're going to get into the lesson. We're going to start off with Luke 21 and 12. It's going to tell us what's going to happen. Christ mentioned these things. He said it was going to come to pass that we were going to be persecuted, tormented. We were going to be locked up in jails and prisons. We were going to be kicked out of the synagogues. We don't have the synagogues here, but we will be kicked out of the churches and all that stuff. They will stop the Bible reading. All that's coming. The end is coming, and it's almost here. So let's get prepared for it. It's time to recognize Hebrew people to stop trusting the police so much. Yeah, we get into situations and incidents to where we have to call the police, or we had to call the police according to what we went through. Now, if you had to, if you didn't have to, it's not for me to say. But it is a concern because a lot of our Hebrew sisters and our Hebrew brothers have called the police for help, and the police, instead of helping them, killed them. I mean, this can't be. So we're putting all of our trust in this. A lot of our Hebrew sisters is calling the police on our Hebrew brothers just because they're upset with them or angry with them, or just because they cussed them out, call them the B word, or a little push or shove, or just upset with them because they didn't comply with what she wanted them to do. It's time out for that. Because when you call the police on them, they come to kill us and not take us to jail. Most of them don't even care about us. When they come, they don't try to solve the situation or make it better. They are quick to arrest us. And then our kids are left without a dad over some mess. Okay, if he's being abusive, if he's hitting you, if he's abusing you, okay, then call the police. But before you do that, remember you picked them. And if you cause the trouble, stop getting them back by calling the police. The police is not your friend. The way it's designed, it was designed against us. Yeah, they enforce the law. That's true, and they are for enforcing the law. But when it comes to the law and us, we are the criminals. So we have to stop being so quick to call the police on each other, because we have to recognize that the Washington Post clearly states that, we don't know how true, and it could be a bigger number than that, because who wrote the Washington Post, first of all? In 2019, 13 African Americans, unarmed, are killed by police on or off duty every year. Now that was a bogus statistic. Here's another one by the NPR. In 2015, the police fatally shot 135 African Americans. In 2019, 25 unarmed black men were either beaten or tased to death by the police. Now, Yale University study says that unarmed black men were killed 3 times the rate of unarmed white people. We put a lot of trust in the police. We call the police on each other. We take each other to court. We ain't supposed to be taking each other to court. But we take each other to court. We supposed to dispute. We supposed to solve our own disputes. But we don't do that. And a lot of times because a lot of us is not, we marry or we get together with people who are not called or who are not chosen. They just look like us. And we get caught up in that devilish evil stuff that they do. And then we call the police on that person because we don't know what to do. And then there's a lot of times when it's our own people, it's our own Hebrew men and women who are against us. Our own girlfriend, our own wives, our own husbands, our own boyfriends. Beating us, attacking us, putting hands on each other, calling the police on each other, shooting each other, killing each other, stabbing each other, threatening each other. Yeah, all this is happening. Jesus said he will put daughters against daughters, fathers against sons, sons against fathers. Your own enemies will be the members of your own household. He said that. That's why we're calling the police on each other. We'll call the police on each other and don't give a damn how many years they give us. Don't give a damn how many years our kids will miss us. We call police on each other, don't care what they do. Don't look at the consequence of calling them over a little argument that got out of hand. And if it got out of hand to the point to where you're being hurt physically, and it's a matter of life and death situation, of course call the police. What are you saying? Don't look at me like that. But we're trusting the police too much and they're murdering us. They're killing us. And they're using those calls to do it. It's a plan. It's a setup. It's a conspiracy. It's a team. It's a group of people. Luke 21:12 says this, but before all this, they will lay hands on you and persecute you. Now remember, it's going to be worse than that relates to the Bible. And they're talking about back then in the Bible, in those days. But it's also related to now. Because it's still happening. Are you crazy? Stop putting so much trust in them. Yeah, obey the law, but you don't put so much trust in the police. You call them every single time. And I'm not talking about a certain person. I'm talking about a lot of Hebrew people are calling the police on each other. Male or female. Now, if it's 8 against 1, I can understand you calling the police. If nobody else is going to help. And you got to fight 8 men. Okay, so fine. Somebody got a knife or a gun on you. I can understand all that. But we call the police on BS. We call the police on an argument and we'll lie to them just to get that person arrested. I almost did it before myself against somebody I hated. What you talking about? You sit up here and try to be peaches and cream with me. Let's get back to the scripture. They will deliver you to the synagogue, still in verse 12, and prisons. And you will be brought before kings and governors, and all on account of my name. You're saying that, okay, well, we're not going out preaching his name. You ain't got to. Just us looking like Christ, made in the image of him, hair like wool, skin like bronze, burnt bronze. We look like them. Ever since the beginning, ever since he stepped on this earth, ever since then, they've been persecuting. Ever since Moses' days, ever since they've been persecuting the Hebrew people because we are made in the image of God. Our color is what I'm talking about. Christ. They've been persecuting us ever since then because of his name. They've been beating Hebrew people, persecuting Hebrew people, murdering Hebrew people, killing uncensoredly Hebrew people for centuries and centuries and centuries. What? Show me where it ain't true. This will result in your being witnesses to them, but make up your mind not to worry beforehand how you will defend yourselves, for I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict. I told you that we have power of words. We are few in number and the most few in number, but we have power of words. God have anointed the very few Hebrew people in this world with the power of words. You will be betrayed even by parents, brothers, relatives, and friends, and they will put some of you to death. All men will hate you because of me, but not a hair of your head will perish. By standing firm, you will gain life. He said all men would hate you because of me. He didn't say after y'all preach the word, they will hate you. They hate us because we're dark anyway. They hate us because our hair look like this. They hate us because we're the opposite of what they are. I'm talking about people who are not Hebrew chosen people. And not all of them. But we are hated by the majority. And I'm going to tell you, the ones who don't hate us, oh, I love them to death. I can name a whole lot of good people who are not black who have helped me and shown me love. And our own Hebrew people, I can name many, many, many of them who are worse than the racist people. It's going to happen. We're going to be persecuted by the authority. So stop trusting them so much. You just said it. Stop trusting them so much. Stop making bad choices and picking the wrong people in your lives, and you won't have to call the police. Or stop starting stuff and learn how to be humble and stop being messy, and then maybe you won't get into conflicts with your other Hebrew brothers and sisters. This is all important so that we can come together in unity, and we already few in numbers. God needs to get us back together so he can use his mighty hand. He's going to use us to show his hand, and he needs all of us to be together. Up here and physically. We're going to end it right here. This is my show, The Truth Hurts. I'm the activist, TA. Continue to tune in to TA East Lancaster and homeless people. That's my reality show, TA-East Lancaster homeless and homeless people, not the dash, TA-homeless people, TA-East Lancaster and homeless people. So we got that out the way. Don't forget Hebrews and the police. This is my lesson today. Until then, peace out until tomorrow. Y'all stay blessed.